And I just happened to glance at the floor in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh my God. Hi, Dawnies. Welcome back to my channel.
Woo-wee, this
If
lighting
you're
is
new to my
bad.
channel and you like listening to funny, sad, ridiculous stories, please subscribe. Mom would say it's like a bad sitcom. So today we're going to talk about a little story that's a little graphic. So let me see if I recall. So this was back at the time my first stint of homeless, like after my mom passed, and I had lived in that one beautiful studio apartment, but it came with things that weren't paying rent, so I had to leave. Therefore, I was in between apartment hunting, and I slept in my car for a little while, but I kept looking online on Craigslist to see if there was anything out there. So it just so happened I did apply to this house. It's kind of hard to explain, but it was this little bitty house. There was this lot that had 12 of the same houses. I loved that house. I wish I was still there. So anyway, the little bitty house wasn't ready yet. So meanwhile, I'm still in limbo. So I look on Craigslist again, and I see that this man wants to sublease his house because he's going back to Ireland, but he needs somebody to be there until his lease is up. I think he had like a month left in his lease. So he rented out, I think it was 3 of us in the house. I hardly saw them, so I don't know. I just rented a little room, had space of the kitchen and the, what do you call it? The bathroom. I never saw the other girls that lived there, but that's neither here or there. So that was cool. It was summertime. It was blazing hot. Yes, in California, it was blazing hot. And I was working at the job where I would be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I loved that job. I don't know what happened, why I didn't get to stay. Guess I have a stank attitude. So, needless to say, I was grateful to be able to stay in this house. Now, there was one day, I saw somebody they had cooked chicken or something, and they threw the package in the trash can. And I thought to myself, that's going to be a problem. 'Cause I don't know what it is about the packaging of chicken, but it stinks like 3 days later. It just stinks. So I always throw the package and throw it in the big garbage can outside, the big dumpster. Because I don't know what it is. It just stinks. I'm kind of scared that we put that in our body if it just stinks like that after 3 days. Because when you throw hamburger meat away, it doesn't stink like that. But something about chicken, it just stinks. So, 3 days later, I come in the house and I'm like, ooh, it smells bad. However, I already had back problems. However, I wasn't digging in that trash can to look for that chicken. And I thought one of the other ladies would do it, even though I've never seen them. And it turns out, they didn't empty the trash in time. And I don't know if this ever happened to you. Let me know in the comments section if you know where I'm getting ready to go and how I'm still disturbed to this day. If you ever seen the movie Lost Boys, it was the 80s movies about some vampires. And there was this one scene where he thought he was eating rice. Yeah, that's where we're going. So, I get up in the morning. Now, I usually get up at 3 to take my shower because it takes me like 2 hours to get dressed. So, I get up in the morning. I have to pass the kitchen to get to the bathroom because it was at the end of the hall. And I just happened to glance at the floor in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh my God, that is not rice. Because rice doesn't move.
Guess first. You don't like rice? Tell me, Michael. How could a billion Chinese people be wrong? Come on. How are those maggots? Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
So, oh my goodness. Even thinking about it to this day, I feel like throwing up because I almost threw up, but then I was like, I can't throw up because I got to get this up. So I knocked on all the ladies' doors and I was like, there's maggots out here. It's so disgusting. I'm just like, oh. So this video is also a PSA announcement. Just tie up the old meat parts and don't throw it in your regular kitchen garbage. Throw it outside because, you know, let the maggots stay in the dumpster and let the people who pick up the trash deal with that. But also tie it up so the maggots don't overflow the dumpster. It's so disgusting. Like I said, have you ever experienced anything like that? And referring back to the movie The Lost Boys, I don't know if I can find a scene, but the guy who wasn't a vampire yet thought he was eating rice, and it turned out not to be rice. Ergo, moving larva, well, before it even gets to larva. Oh, that's so disgusting. Anyway, Dawnies, remember to toast to life because it always makes for a great story. Check out my other content on the channel. Please like, subscribe. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell. And I'll see you next week. Bye.